Hello from Beer Australia Reviews, and today we'll be sampling, tasting and reviewing a beer from the Wilson Brewery, which is in Albany on the south coast of Western Australia. So this is a relatively new brewery. It's still a family-owned thing, which is really good. I always like to have beers from like a relatively local. I mean, I know I'm in Perth, like a few hundred miles further north than Albany, but it's still a Western Australian family-owned business. It's just the sort of business that I like to support and try their sort of beers. Now, the beer that we're doing today is going to be the Rough Seas Pale Ale. Now, I've recently only just found out about the Wilson Brewery when they started to appear in my local bottle shop, which is the Vintage Cellars in Netherlands. And I've tried a couple of their beers. They do a small ale, they do a dark ale. I really like the both of those. And also, this is probably their flagship beer, which is their pale ale. So it's called Rough Seas Pale Ale. So all of the different beers from Albany, it is a port. It's actually the port where the Anzac soldiers embarked and left to go and join in World War One before they went to Gallipoli. So that's it's got a lot of history with the Anzac soldiers and stuff. And the brewery itself, Wilson Brewing, is really embracing that's maritime heritage. So if you have a read of the website and have a read of any of the beers, it's got some. Every single one of them has got a nautical sort of a theme to it. So this one, like I say, Rough Seas Pale Ale. So now let's just get this one. Oh, wrong can. Okay, there we go. Let's get the beer out of the beer fridge, and there we go. So, Rough Seas Pale Ale. Now, from the website, it says it's a New World Australian Pale Ale with a copper haze body, piney tropical hop aromas, and a refreshing bitter hop finish, and an authentic pale ale reminiscent of the rough seas of Albany. Okay, all Australian malts and New World hops. And okay, so now let's get this one open and let's see what it's like. Oh, I'm getting a little hint of aromas on this one. It's not the biggest of aromas so far. However, what I am getting from the glass is good. Okay, that looks nice. Now, I did actually try some Wilson beers when I was at the Fremantle Beer Festival a few weeks ago. I've got a tiny little bit of clip from there. So I tried a couple of them actually on the night because I went to like about 6 or 7 different breweries, so I didn't want to sort of overdose on any single one of them. So I only had like 1 or 2 small ales at each of them because it's I was doing a video as well. It's up on YouTube. Have a look at that one, and you'll see like you'll see like a selection of the breweries that I visited on that day. But like I say, this one is turning out to be something of a favourite of mine, is Wilson, because each of the different beers that I've tried from there have just been excellent. I think they put a lot of pride into making this one, into making their beers, and it just shows in the quality of the product. The water quality is excellent. They obviously use some really good high quality ingredients when they make the beers. So okay, let's give this one a try. So what we're looking for are tropical hop notes and firm bitterness. So let's give this one a go. Oh yeah, it's definitely on the tropical end of the pale ale scale. Oh, that's smooth. It's got mild bitterness. It's not as bitter as, for example, like a Feral Hop Hog. Feral Hop Hog, even though it's a similar beer with a similar strength, that one has just far more bitterness. This is smoother, a bit sweeter. There's definitely some tropical something or other coming through this one. Does it actually say what we're looking for on this one, or just tropical? Just tropical. Yeah, so there's definitely, it's quite a sweet beer compared to some pale ales. Not as much citrus as some. Some beers you get a lot more citrus in the middle of them, and this one just it's more tropical than like sharp. So it's not quite as acidic as some of the similar pale ales. The water quality in this one is just excellent. They obviously have better water in Albany than they do in Perth, like a few hundred miles further north. So it's right on the south coast. It's a port, obviously, with all of the nautical themes and all of the beers. It's a place where I've not been to yet. So, but it's on the list. We may get there in 2022. So I'm doing this one when I'm like making this one right now. It's the end of 2021. It's like December 2021, so it's the warm season outside as well. Air conditioning is on, so this is not really a hot weather beer. This is more of a cool weather beer. So the climate is decidedly colder when you get to the south coast of Western Australia, so I think it's more suited to there. However, this is the most popular beer style that I find around there, right around the place right now. Okay, so let me see what else we get on this one. Oh, it's smooth. That's the overall impression of this one. It's just a really smooth beer. It doesn't have ultimate tang, ultimate bitterness. It's got plenty of aroma. It's not the most complex. There's a couple of the Margaret River similar beers, like especially from like Cheeky Monkey and Brewhouse in Margaret River, have a bit more complexity in them, but it's equal to those sorts of qualities. If you haven't yet, I mean, Cheeky Monkey is possibly like the most popular brewery in this whole southwest of Western Australian region, and if you've tried Cheeky Monkey, give this one a try. It's smoother, but it has so much going for it. Now let me see what else it's got on this one. So it says piney tropical hop notes with firm bitterness will cleanse your palate with every mouthful, leaving you wanting more. Well, definitely I'm going to finish this one off. Okay, so the aromas, there are tropical aromas in there. It's not the deepest, not the most sort of pineapple jump out the glass on this one. Doesn't have the deepest of like a grapefruit taste around your mouth and stuff compared to some, but it's just smooth is the overall impression of this beer. A little bit more tang on that one. It's smooth. It's got a little bit of grapefruit, but not too much. But it's just this is just a nice, just easy drinking beer. It's slipping down actually a little bit too easy for a beer that's like 5.8%. So okay. Yeah, won't keep you too long. So this is Wilson Brewing of Albany on the south coast of Western Australia. This particular one is called Rough Seas Pale Ale. It's 5.8%. It's a New World Australian Pale Ale with what I think is some like American hops in this one. So all Australian malts with New World hops, and it's just a high quality beer. It's very obvious that the people at Wilson just enjoy what they're doing, and they're trying to make the best quality product. And well, it's a local family business, yeah, so it's just the sort of business that we should support. Yeah, so in any case, thanks for watching.